These are your new drugs of the future. Hey, what's up, guys? I know you guys know I'm always farting around. Hey, you haven't seen me around very much. Probably happy. I've been going kind of crazy here. Crazy shit happening, man. I mean, totally. But I wanted to share with you guys something. You guys knew I was on that other stuff, this stuff. Let me get this out of here. This is that fermented cod liver oil stuff, right? No, not cod liver. Skate. Yeah, skate liver oil. Yeah, that's it right there. You know I was taking that stuff, right? Well, that stuff got my pineal gland working, if you can believe that. That and the right diet and stuff got my pineal gland working. Yeah, that's the big news. The problem with that is that the minute you get close to finding out the answers about our origins. Hey, I know this is going to seem like off the wall, you guys, but just bear with me a minute. We're all looking for something outside to find something that's going to answer the question to what our origins are. When those answers are inside of each one of us. And they're there for us to unlock. But you need to be able to maintain a certain level of spirituality long enough to be able to establish your spirituality, establish the extrasensory sensors, your extrasensory, I should say. And the problem when you do that is that there are these, for lack of a better term, there's these dark forces that do not want us to find out the answers. Apparently, these dark forces feed off the negative low-frequency vibrations that each one of us shows every day. In ego, in hate, fear, greed, not living with 100% integrity. I used to think all that was bullshit. Trust me, there is some real basis for those rules. So, in order to maintain a healthy body and a healthy mind, most particularly, these are the things that I've been using, and they become highly recommended. And I don't want you guys to think what I'm telling you, you need to run out and buy this stuff. It's something that you're going to be needing to look at, and I'm just kind of giving you a heads up on it. Okay, it's all going to depend on what level of spirituality you guys, or what level of this awakening thing that we're going through. And trust me, Gaia is a spaceship. Our planet Gaia is a spaceship, my friends, and she is on her way to a new destination. Actually, our sun is on a course for a new destination. We are just attached to the sun. What's happening is we're getting out in there in the cosmic space where all this new plasma energy and proton energy and these crazy energies emitting out from the center of the galactic plane and stuff, anyway, they're having an effect on us. And you guys, every single buddy on this planet's going to go through this. Don't shut yourself. I'm not special that it's happening to me now, okay? This has been going on since like 1997 or 99 or something. And I got my first message in dental chair in about 2002. I thought I had a toothache. But it was a message that I ignored. Okay, so this is the first one right here, 5-HTP. Okay, what it does is it is a precursor to the neurotransmitter called serotonin. It's that little thing that is made in our pineal gland, I guess, and in your thyroid gland or something. Anyway, I guess those two glands work together. This stuff makes you mellow. It creates a serotonin. When you go to sleep, it turns it into melatonin so that you can have restful sleep and memory of your sleep. It also helps with your appetite and your mood. Just keeps you kind of even keeled. Something that you really need when you got those dark energies beating on your ass. This next one right here is Altman. It says right here, stress management. It supports cardiovascular, promotes relaxation. It's a miracle drug. These two drugs in combination will put your head in the right mood. If you need to meditate or you need to take a test or something like that, you take this stuff about an hour before you have to take a test or do anything really needs a lot of brain power, and you will see marked improvement, I promise you. Now the next thing, last but not least, this is an herb. It's called Reishi. And Reishi does one thing. It makes you happy. It comes from the Japanese and the Chinese culture from like thousands of years ago. In fact, only the emperors and the most elite people had access to Reishi. They owned hundreds of slaves, and they'd send them off out into the wild, and they would find these red Reishi mushrooms, and then they would process it to create this herb. This happens to be an extract, so it's quite a bit more potent. They called it the herb spirit. No, the spirit herb, rather. Or the god herb. And it is still used, very highly used drug. In fact, or herb, I mean, if there was any one herb to take out of anything you can take to promote sound body and mind, this is it. And none of these are really expensive. They're expensive here because I live up in the mountains. You got to drive for an hour to get to any place where you can buy something for less than twice the cost. But these are not expensive things. They're very inexpensive, and they really work. Now this one right here is a little costly. I mean, fermented skate liver oil. Okay, first of all, how many skates can you catch? And how many livers do they got? It's got to be take a lot of them things to make up a bottle of this stuff, you know. So it's kind of expensive. It's like $25, something like that. Now the next one I want to show you is just a little. It's Stevia or Stevia. It is the real Stevia. It's not that crap they give you in the little packets. You know, when you go to the diner and you get the little packets of, oh, artificial sweetener. Oh, it's Stevia. Yeah, it's got like a molecule of Stevia in it, and then they call it Stevia. It's bullshit. It's poison. Real Stevia is an extract, a natural extract from some kind of plant. I forget what it is. But what's fascinating about this stuff is you only need like 4 little drops, and it's got a little tiny dropper. It's very, very potent. You can do it in all your cooking. You can do it in all your coffees or teas. I've been drinking a lot of green tea now. If you'd have told me 6 months ago I was going to be drinking tea, I'd have told you you're freaking cracked. Okay, but that's why I said a lot of things have changed with me in the last couple weeks or whatever. I think the whole Boudini gig is over with. I've been making flutes like mad. This is my first flute. It was a Kinna. It's supposed to be a Kinna.
The key of G we make it.
It worked okay.
And this is the mid-range.
It worked okay, but it's hard to blow, and it didn't have the right. You know, you can never find anybody tell you how to make one of these things right. Then I started this other Kinna, and it works too, but it's too high a pitch, so that didn't work out too good. So then I started to try to make an Indian one. You know, one of these Indian ones out of plastic. You know. And there's a lot of guys on YouTube making them, a lot of guys selling them on the internet and stuff. And I made a couple different models. They got a little more sophisticated and better every time I made them. And then I went for the Hiawatha model. Yeah, King Hiawatha. Hiawatha model. Made out of wood. I bored this thing myself, if you can believe that. All the way. I was on a mission from God. But that was happening. Now this is this one right here. Look at this one. That's a little deer head I made. I whittled it when I was on the toilet. But it actually plays. This one is a 6-hole flute, but I messed up and I put the holes in the wrong place, so I had to plug one up. This one plays really good. You know, I did all that work until I finally found this guy on the internet, and this is what he gave me. So this, if you want to make a flute, this is how you make a flute. This is the math involved in making a flute. You take the total length from the hole, the blowhole, to the end. You got that number, you multiply it by the percent. 83, 73, 68, so on. And that's where you drill the holes. That many millimeters from the end. Voila. That's it. I just want to give you guys just a little shout out. I've been missing you guys. I've been going nuts, man. A lot of weird, crazy spiritual shit going on with me, man. I mean, totally strange stuff. But I'm gonna, as I'm signing off, I'm gonna thrill you with a tune of my own. Check it. I ain't had time to practice, but I made lots of flutes. Anyway, signing off, Nanu Nanu.